Hello friends, welcome to my channel Read Along with Me. We are going to read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. We are going to read at least 10 pages of this book in order to build the habit of reading. So let's go. How this book can work miracles in your life. I have seen miracles happen to men and women in all walks of life all over the world. Miracles will happen to you too. When you begin using the magic power of your subconscious mind, this book is designed to teach you that your habitual thinking and imagination mold, fashion, and create your destiny. For as a person thinketh in his subconscious mind, so is he. Do you know the answers? Why is one person sad and another person happy? Why is one person joyous and prosperous and another person poor and miserable? Why is one person fearful and anxious and another full of faith and confidence? Why does one person have a beautiful, luxurious home while another person lives out a meager existence in a slum? Why is one person a great success and another object an abject failure? Why is one speaker outstanding and immensely popular and another mediocre and unpopular? Why is one person a genius in her work or profession while another toils all his life without doing or accomplishing anything worthwhile? Why is one person healed of a so called incurable disease and another isn't? Why is it so many good, kind, religious people suffer the tortures of the damned in their minds and bodies? Why is it mainly immoral and irreligious people succeed and prosper and enjoy radiant health? Why is one person happily married and another very unhappy and frustrated? Is there an answer to these questions in the workings of your conscious or and unconscious minds? There most certainly is. My reason for writing this book. What motivated me to write this book was a deep desire to share with others the answers I have discovered to these and many similar questions. I have tried to explain the great fundamental truth of mind in the simplest language possible. I believe that it is perfectly possible to explain the basic and fundamental laws of life and of your mind in ordinary everyday language. While you will find that the language of this book is that used in your daily papers and current periodicals, in your business offices, in your home, and in the daily workshop. I urge you to study this book and apply the techniques it outlines. As you do, I am absolutely convinced that you will lay hold of a miracle working power that will lift you up from confusion, misery, melancholy, and failure. It will guide you to your true place, solve your difficulties, sever you from emotional and physical bondage, and place you on the royal road to freedom, happiness, and peace of mind. This miracle working power of your subconscious mind can heal you of your sickness, make you vital and strong again. In learning how to use your inner powers, you will open the prison door of fear and enter into a life described by Paul as the glorious liberty of sons of God, releasing the miracle working power. A personal healing will always be the most convincing evidence of our subconscious powers. Many years ago, I managed to cure myself of a malignancy. In medical terminology, it is called a sarcoma, by using the healing power of my subconscious mind, which created me and still maintains and governs all my vital functions. The technique I applied then is explained in detail in this book. I feel sure that it will help others to trust the same infinite healing presence lodged in the subconscious depth of all of us. Thanks to the kindly advice of an elderly doctor friend, I suddenly realized that it is natural to assume that the creative intelligence that made all of my organs, fashioned my body, and started my heart can heal its own handiwork. The ancient proverb says, "The doctor dresses the wound and God heals it." Wonders happen when you pray effectively. Scientific prayer is the harmonious interaction of subconscious and subconscious level of mind scientifically directed toward a specific purpose. This book will teach you the scientific way to tap the realm of infinite power within you, enabling you to get what you really want in life. You desire a happier, fuller, and richer life. Begin to use this miracle working power and smooth your way in daily affairs, solve business problems, and bring harmony in family relationships. Be sure that you read this book several times. The many chapters will show you how these wonderful powers work and how you can draw out the hidden inspiration and wisdom that is within you. Learn the simple techniques of impressing the subconscious mind. Follow the new scientific way in tapping the infinite storehouse. Read this book carefully, earnestly, and lovingly. Prove to yourself the amazing way it can help you. It may be, and I believe it will be, the turning point of your life. Everybody prays. Do you know how to pray effectively? How long is it since you prayed as a part of your everyday activities? In an emergency, in time of danger or trouble, in illness and when death lurks, prayers pour forth. Just follow the daily news. There are reports that people all over the country are praying for a child stricken with a so called incurable ailment, for peace among nations, for a group of miners trapped in flooded mine. Later, we hear that when rescued, the miners say they prayed while waiting for rescue. Certainly, prayer is an ever present help in times of trouble. But why should you wait for trouble to make prayer an integral and constructive part of your life? The dramatic answer to prayer makes headlines and is the subject of testimonies to the effectiveness of prayer. But what of the many humble prayers of children, the simple thanksgiving of grace at the table daily, the faithful devotion wherein the individual seeks only communion with God? My work with people has led me to study the various approaches to prayer. I have experienced the power of prayer in my own life, and I have talked and worked with many others who have benefited greatly from the help of prayer. The problem usually is how to tell someone else how to pray. People who are in trouble have difficulty in thinking and acting reasonably. Their problem overwhelm them and block their ability to listen and understand. They need an easy formula to follow, an obviously workable pattern that is simple and specific. Unique features of this book. The unique feature of this book is its down to earth practicality. Here you will find simple, usable techniques and formulas that you can easily apply in your everyday life. I have taught these simple processes to men and women all over the world. The special features of this book will appeal to you because they explain why you often get the opposite of what you prayed for. Thousands of times, people in all parts of the world have asked me, "Why is it I have prayed and got no answer?" In this book, you will find the reasons for the common complaint, for this common complaint. The explanation of many way of impressing the subconscious mind and getting the right answers make this an extraordinarily valuable book and an ever present help in times of trouble. What do you believe? Contrary to what many people think, it is not the thing that is believed in that bring an answer to a person's prayer. Prayers are answered when the individual's subconscious mind responds to the mental picture or thought in his or her mind. This law of belief is the secret operating principle in all the religions of the world. It is the hidden reason for their psychological truth. The Buddhist, the Christian, the Muslim, and the Jew may all get answers to their prayers in spite of the enormous differences among their stated beliefs. How can this be? The answer is that it is not because of the particular creed, religion, affiliation, ritual, ceremony, formula, liturgy, incantation, sacrifices, or offerings, but solely because of the belief or mental acceptance and receptivity about that for which they pray. The law of life is the law of belief. Belief can be summed up briefly as a thought in your mind. As a person thinks, feels, and believes, so is the condition of his or her mind, body, and circumstances. A technique, a methodology based on an understanding of what you are doing and why you are doing it will help you to bring a, about a subconscious embodiment of all good things of life. Essentially, answered prayer is the realization of your heart's desire. Desire is prayer. Everyone desires health, happiness, security, peace of mind, and true expression. But how many of us achieve all these goals? A university professor admitted to me recently. I know that if I change my mental pattern and redirect my emotional life, my heart condition will improve. I know that. The problem is, I do not have any technique, process, or modus operandi. My mind wanders back and forth on many problems, and I feel frustrated, unhappy, and defeated. This professor had the desire for perfect health. What he needed was a knowledge of the way his mind worked. It was this that would enable him to fulfill his desire by practicing the healing methods outlined in this book. He became whole and perfect. There is one mind common to all individuals. The miracle working power of the subconscious mind existed before you and I were born, before any church or world existed. The great eternal truth and principles of life antedate all religions. It is with these thoughts in mind that I urge you in the following chapters to lay hold of this wonderful, magical, transforming power. It will bind up mental and physical wounds, proclaim liberty to the fear ridden mind, and liberate you completely from the limitations of poverty, failure, misery, lack, and frustration. All you have to do is unite mentally and emotionally with the good you wish to embody. The creative powers of your subconscious will respond accordingly. Begin now, today. Wonders happen in your life. Keep on keeping on until the day breaks and the shadows flee away. This is day 1 of habit building. Follow my channel and join me on this journey. Read along with me. Signing off. Bye.